Why is the Web API important? Web APIs, application programming interfaces, are essential for modern web development and software integration for several reasons. Interoperability, APIs enable different software systems to communicate and share data with each other, regardless of the underlying technologies or platforms. This interoperability is crucial for building complex applications that rely on multiple services and systems. Integration, APIs allow developers to integrate third-party services and functionalities into their applications easily. This integration can add value to an application by providing access to services such as payment gateways, social media platforms, mapping services, and more. Scalability, by exposing functionality through APIs, developers can scale their applications more effectively. APIs allow developers to separate the front end from the back end, making it easier to scale each component independently. Security, APIs can enforce security measures, such as authentication and authorization, to protect data and ensure that only authorized users and applications can access the API's functionalities. Automation, APIs enable the automation of various processes, such as data retrieval, updates, and interactions between different systems. This automation can streamline workflows and improve efficiency. Standardization, APIs often adhere to standardized protocols and data formats, making it easier for developers to understand and work with them. This standardization promotes consistency and compatibility across different systems. Overall, Web APIs play a crucial role in enabling the seamless communication, integration, and scalability of modern web applications and services. What is Web API and why we use it? A Web API, or Web Application Programming Interface, is an interface that allows different software applications to communicate with each other over the Internet. It defines the methods and protocols that developers can use to request and receive data or perform operations on a remote server or service. There are several reasons why we use Web APIs. Interoperability, Web APIs enable different systems and applications to communicate with each other, regardless of the technologies they are built on. This allows for the integration of diverse systems and services. Extensibility, APIs allow developers to extend the functionality of their applications by integrating with third-party services or building on top of existing APIs. Scalability, APIs help in scaling applications by allowing them to distribute workload across multiple servers or services. This is particularly important for applications that experience high traffic or need to handle large amounts of data. Efficiency, APIs can help improve the efficiency of development by providing pre-built functionalities and services that developers can easily integrate into their applications. Automation, APIs enable the automation of various tasks and processes, such as data retrieval, updates, and interactions with external systems. This can help streamline workflows and reduce manual effort. Overall, Web APIs are crucial for enabling the seamless integration, communication, and scalability of modern web applications and services. What are the main return types supported in Web API? In Web API, the main return types supported for API methods are JSON, JavaScript Object Notation. JSON is a lightweight data interchange format that is easy for humans to read and write and easy for machines to parse and generate. It is widely used in web APIs because of its simplicity and compatibility with JavaScript, which is commonly used in web development. XML. XML is another format used for data interchange in web APIs. While it is more verbose than JSON, XML is still widely supported and is often used in APIs where compatibility with existing XML-based systems is required. Plain text. Some APIs may return plain text responses, which can be useful for simple data or messages that do not require complex formatting. Binary data, APIs can also return binary data, such as images, files, or other binary formats. This can be done by streaming the binary data directly in the HTTP response. Custom objects. APIs can return custom objects or complex data structures defined by the API provider. These objects are serialized into JSON or XML format before being returned to the client. It's worth noting that JSON is the most commonly used return type for web APIs due to its simplicity, readability, and widespread support in web development frameworks and libraries. What is the difference between Web API and WCF? Web API and WCF, Windows Communication Foundation, are both technologies developed by Microsoft for building distributed systems and services, but they have some key differences. Purpose and focus. Web API. Web API is primarily focused on building HTTP-based services that are designed to be consumed by web applications, mobile apps, and other clients over the Internet. It is ideal for building RESTful services that follow the principles of representational state transfer, REST. WCF. WCF is a more general-purpose framework for building distributed systems using various communication protocols, such as HTTP, TCP, MSMQ, etc. It is designed to support a wide range of scenarios, including messaging, duplex communication, and transactional services. Protocol support. Web API. Web API is focused on HTTP-based protocols and is specifically designed for building RESTful services. It provides built-in support for content negotiation, routing, and other features that are essential for building HTTP-based services. WCF. WCF supports multiple communication protocols, including HTTP, TCP, named pipes, and MSMQ. It is more flexible in terms of protocol support but may require more configuration and setup compared to Web API. Flexibility and configuration. Web API. Web API is more lightweight and flexible compared to WCF. It is easier to get started with and requires less configuration for building simple HTTP-based services. WCF. WCF provides more advanced features and capabilities, such as message queuing, transaction support, and security features. However, these features come with added complexity and may require more configuration and setup. For platform support. Web API. Web API is primarily focused on the ASP.NET platform and is tightly integrated with ASP.NET MVC. It is designed to work seamlessly with other ASP.NET features and frameworks. WCF. WCF is a part of the .NET framework and can be used with any .NET application, including ASP.NET, Windows Forms, WPF, and console applications. It provides a unified programming model for building distributed systems on the .NET platform. In summary, Web API is more suitable for building lightweight, HTTP-based services that follow REST principles and are designed to be consumed by web and mobile clients. On the other hand, WCF is more suitable for building complex distributed systems that require support for various communication protocols and advanced features such as messaging and transactions. Why to choose Web API over WCF? HTTP-centric, Web API is designed to work with HTTP, making it ideal for building RESTful services that can be accessed over the web using standard HTTP methods: GET, POST, PUT, DELETE. WCF, on the other hand, supports various protocols, including HTTP, TCP, and MSMQ, which can make it more complex to configure for HTTP-based services. Simplicity: Web API is simpler to use and configure compared to WCF. It uses convention-based routing and provides a more straightforward programming model for building HTTP services. Flexibility: Web API allows you to build services that can be consumed by a wide range of clients, including browsers, mobile devices, and other web services. WCF, while flexible, is often seen as more heavyweight and better suited for enterprise applications that require advanced features such as message queues or duplex communication. Platform independence: Web API is a part of the ASP.NET framework and can be hosted on any platform that supports ASP.NET, including Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. WCF, while also versatile, is more tightly coupled to the Windows platform. Community support: Web API has a larger and more active community compared to WCF, which can be beneficial for finding resources, libraries, and solutions to common problems. Future-proofing: Microsoft has indicated that Web API is the preferred framework for building new HTTP services, and future development efforts are likely to be focused on Web API rather than WCF. This makes Web API a more future-proof choice for new projects. Overall, if you are building a new web service that needs to be accessed over the web using standard HTTP methods, Web API is likely the better choice. However, if you require advanced features such as support for non-HTTP protocols or message queues, or if you are integrating with existing WCF services, then WCF may still be a viable option.